So I'm sure you all have noticed that I've been posting significantly more on social media. Some of this probably seems comical. It leads into a lot of stuff that kind of makes me wonder, why is it that other people are able to post more and put themselves out there more while others don't? There's some very valid reasons for not wanting to have a social media footprint, a large digital footprint, especially in this day and age. Some people don't want it just because, you don't need it. While others, I think it comes down to a form of insecurities, which are very valid, and I'll be the first to admit that I've had them myself and was very reluctant to even start diving into using social media more. And as I dove into it, I really wanted to help me really hold myself even more accountable for journaling things that are going on inside my brain that help me receive more mental clarity. But one of the hardest things for me to post, which I'm sure some people look at it and don't think anything of it, others look at it like, man, you must be freaking conceited. #Clark Knowledge. To me, it's more comical, but then also it has a purpose. And it's not to be conceited or act like I know everything, because trust me, I know I don't know everything. And I know I'm going to make a lot of mistakes along the way. But I'm sure some people might be curious, where did it come from? It's very simple. It actually is a run-along joke from coaching high school kids. I was very long-winded in the beginning in certain things that I would say to them when we have our pre-game speeches, post-game speeches, practice speeches, heart-to-heart talks. That's also helped me grow because I'm learning every single day how to say more with less, which I think speaks more to your intelligence if you're able to say more without actually having to say more. Eventually I caught wind of hearing some of the kids reference Clark Knowledge. When I heard that, I'll be the first to admit some insecurities start to rise, just like anybody. And you could say, it's just curiosity or what have you. I'm sure everyone has their own perception of what a true insecurity is and then what are kind of minuscule, but deep down everybody has insecurities, at some point about something, some more than others. When they're saying this, though, the thought process is running in my head. Man, do I talk too much? And I'm sure my wife would probably tell you yes. In my defense, I don't think any wife really likes hearing their husband talk too much. I started to think, man, is what I'm saying even resonating with them? Or is it in one ear and out the other? Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe some of the stuff I'm telling them actually does start to click and is hopefully helping some of them. But what I really find the most value in using this hashtag with a lot of the stuff I say on my social media posts is something that it helps me recollect really to one of the hardest, most humbling leadership experiences I've ever been a part of. I'm sure others might have their own opinions, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But in my opinion, and my personal experiences, this is easily the hardest leadership venture I've ever gone on, is coaching a public high school lacrosse program. A lot of that is largely due to the fact that they don't all have to be there. Some don't even want to be there. Some parents will make their kids engage in sports. I'm not here to tell you how to parent, whether that is right or wrong. The fact of the matter is, Some players and student athletes, they want to be there. Some are there just to hang out with their friends. Some really want to play in college. So as a leader, I have to figure out how can I, in these 2 hours of the day, hour and a half, 3 hours, how can I provide as much value to them to set them up to be in a better spot down the road from where I am today. That's what it's about. The Clark Knowledge thing was kind of a joke, and I would hear them say it more often now. So after I started saying things, and then from there it just kind of took off to where I think it's comical for all of us. But it really does mean a lot because I'm invested. I'm truly invested in what I'm doing and where I'm at and the time that I get to spend with them. It's the smallest thing that I can do to have an impact on hopefully at least one person's life to where they can make a much larger difference than I ever will, or that you ever will. Constantly reminding myself, though, and putting that down there, it kind of gives me this comical relief in what I'm putting out there, and also kind of a motivator to, be more vulnerable and be a subtle reminder of the impact that this opportunity has given me to spend the last 3-4 years. I mean, doing something as little as coaching a high school program. So if you are seeing any of my posts or you're seeing hashtag Clark Knowledge, just know that it's 50% comical relief for me to just kind of stay true to who I am. Remind myself to be grateful for the opportunities I've had to learn from really an awesome community that I've been with here. If more people are able to allow themselves to be vulnerable, and this doesn't just go with social media, but in person, then it'll allow others to be more vulnerable, allow them to be themselves. And who knows, I mean, you don't have to be in any sort of position of power to say something that can ultimately change someone's life in the direction that they go in. Look for those opportunities to where you can provide that little bit of give back to the universe, and you'll be ridiculously surprised at how much of a difference it will make in your own life, how much you'll likely grow more from it, because I can guarantee you I've grown more from this coaching experience than from most things in my life. And I know that largely it's to the guys that I've been fortunate enough to coach. Like I said, they've taught me so much more, and they've also taught me much more awareness of who I am and how I conduct myself. Go out and spend less time talking, more time listening, but even more time thinking about how just a few words that you say and knowledge that you're able to impart on somebody else, how much it can truly impact someone's life. Just start putting yourself out there. You'll be surprised at what starts to fall into your lap. Opportunities, experiences, and how much other people allow themselves to be vulnerable with you. Just keep grinding. Just keep striving for more. Trying to get the most out of each and every single day and every single person you come across. Trying to learn something from them. So who knows, next thing you know, somebody might tell you, somebody might show you how much of an impact you've made on their life. And you'll have your own hashtag.